Okay, it's Kentucky and the weather is just crazy. It's coming a windstorm. Look at this. So if my hat blows off, just know I'm committed to making these videos. We got the Murano here. This is a parts vehicle I sell on eBay. I ain't had time to inventory much from this one. It's kind of just wait until the other ones get inventoried. So I'm taking small stuff off, like its gas cap. Now you might want to know how you replace your gas cap, and that's what I'm doing. Maybe you bought a gas cap, maybe you bought one off eBay. Was it this one? I don't know. Link to the eBay store in the description below, but let's get started. These are very simple to open up. They are push tab. You just push them in. See, they pop. Got a little actuator here, and I don't know how that comes out. That would be an investigation, but I do know how this comes out. You usually have bolts here on most cars. Sometimes they rivet it in. This one don't have that. You know what? I'll let the gas cap go with. Well, the gas cap ain't going with it because that's junk. Let's go ahead and just remove the gas cap. There we go. Inside, if you look back in here, there's a 4-way bolts. I think him is also a 10mm, but I'm not 100%. You should be able to get them with a 4-way. They shouldn't be too tight, but if they are, they do got you know, heads on them. Looks like for 10mm. If it ain't 10mm, comment below. You can help somebody out because I'm not going to check. Oh, never mind, they're not 10mm. They're just screw heads. See that? Phillips. Also called a 4-way because it's got 4 points on it. It just depends on what part of the United States you're from, what you call this. You know? Sometimes it's a punch. Yeah, I ain't tied it off. Now, I'm also going to clean this before I put it on eBay. It might need a better cleaning. You know, I don't clean everything 100%, but I do clean it the best I can. Let's go down here. Oh. See that? Once you're done with these, you can scrap all this. That's car body. There you go. Ta-da! But this is a super clean Murano. Does need detail. I was going to fix it and maybe drive it, but you can see half the engine bays in the, it had a little issues. They did what, you know, a lot of guys like me hate to see, is they had some issues that could have been easily addressed, and then they caused bigger issues. They actually took and cut the copper out of it and the converters off of it to haul to the scrap yard, and all it needs is a wiring harness, and it had a fuel delivery issue and converters. Now, before it just needed a fuel delivery issue, but you know, people get hot spots, need some quick money, and converters used to be quick money. They ain't no more. And you know, I can't say about the copper now because I don't know. I don't haul copper. Usually just once I'm done with them, car bodies. But this was a nice Murano. Now it's a parts Murano just because you don't want to see under the hood, do you? I guess I'm going to show you. There we go. That's what it looks like. Some of the copper's been cut. Just what they could easily get to. You know, just that extra amount of money. It does got some good windshield wipers and stuff on it. But it might be a cheap little car to fix back and forth. You know, I got a G6 in a while back. Robert ended up with it. You might see it a few times on the channel if you're a subscriber. And I bought here. It had a fuel delivery issue. Turns out somebody robbed the fuel pump fuse out of it. All it needed was fuel pump fuse put back in it. It sat for 7 years. And they said they drove it home one day, then the next day they came out and it wouldn't start. And they, you know, they got something else to drive and it just pushed back. And I bought it at a good deal. And I was going to part it out, and Robert wanted it when he seen it. And it started off starter fluid, you know. He's, you know, I don't care if it runs or not. I got it at a good deal. And it ran, so here I go wanting to part it out. He didn't want me to part it out, so we came to a deal on it. But it ended up being a little bit more headache than I wanted it to be. But I helped him diagnose it and everything, because he wanted to just put a fuel pump in it. I said, well, let's check everything out first, because you should always check. So we checked the fuses. One was missing. It was for the fuel pump, you know, go figure. I guess somebody took it out, put it in something else, because there's a lot of people, you know, they said hung out down there and worked on stuff. I guess somebody robbed the fuse out of it and thought it wasn't needed, and then just didn't tell nobody, and it's set for years. Put a fuel pump fuse in it. I'm just driving still to this day, you know. Robert's ex-woman is got the car now, and she drives it every day to work. Good car. Couldn't ask for a better car. They got it at a great deal. A lot of these cars, you know, like this Buick LaCrosse we picked up the other day. Yep, this is parts inventory too. Transmission leak. These 3800 Series 2s go forever, let me tell you. This got one clean motor. It's got a lot of miles on it, but it don't have no issues besides the transmission. It's pouring transmission fluid. No, I ain't looked at what was the matter with it. They got them another car drive for your work. That's what this was used for, just a work car. And you know, to me, when I had it on the rollback, I looked under it. It looks like the front torque converter seal was pouring transmission fluid, the pump. So it might have a cracked pump, hole in the torque converter, or the front seal might just be killed. Usually if you drive them, the front seals don't just die that bad. I highly doubt it's a line. Most likely it needs a transmission. They drove it like that for a long time and just kept putting transmission fluid in it. And eventually I just got another car. It was cheaper, and it leaks, I don't know, from work to back a half gallon of transmission fluid. That gets expensive fast. Yeah, the Jeep's getting potted out too. The Chevelle is not. We're building it here on the channel. This is just some of the inventory cars. They ton more cars down at the shop. I even bought an old 70s fire truck. That thing's gonna be fun. I actually bought it for extra parts for the C30, because it's one of the old fire trucks that has the tool bed on it. You know, it's still got the logos and everything on it. It's been set in 15-20 years. It's a cool old project. 40,000 original miles too. Pick this up. This is a convertible Camaro, but it's got an LT1, runs perfect. Transmission is out of it. Came from my buddy Shane here on the channel. It had the red Trans Am, and I might use the motor in something. You know, these going on the El Camino project, the tires, because I have no intention of fixing a convertible. Convertibles, sometimes cool. Miatas, convertible, Camaro, not so much. The wind, you see this? You probably can hear it, and I still got a lot to do today. But yeah, it's November something. I can't remember the exact date, but it's windy, and I think it's supposed to snow tomorrow. And I dread it. I'm more of a springtime type of guy, you know, myself. I get cold easy. You might not believe it, but yeah, you know, I'm putting on my wintertime weight, but yeah, I get cold easy. So thanks for watching. I'm rambling on. If you made it this far, I appreciate it. Drop a comment, drop a like. It helps the video get recommended to other people, and hopefully you get your gas door changed.